conducted corporate training sessions for numerous leading organizations. As a consultant, he has worked with several corporate and government entities, providing insights and strategies for business development, growth, and sustainability. He guided 16 doctoral students and registered 4 patents on his credits. Dr. Iyengar is also known for his dedication to mentoring young professionals and students aiming to bridge the gap between academic theory and the practical application in corporate world. His leadership at Jamlalal Bajaj Institute of Management Studies has been instrumental in enhancing the institute reputation for academic excellence and industry relevance. Sir, your distinguished contributions in the field of innovation, strategic management, and sustainable industrial development has been a source of inspiration for academia and industry alike. Your presence today adds immense value to our FDP participants, guiding them towards transformational thinking and responsible
पहला जो
innovation. We are
फोटो है
truly
ये
honored to
परसिमन
have
है,
you with
दूसरा
us,
है
and we
ये
look
एप्रिकॉट है.
forward to your insightful perspective and real world examples that will enrich our understanding and broaden our wisdom of sustainable industrial growth. Sir, as a token of our respect and gratitude, we take this opportunity to felicitate you. We present to you this virtual felicitation as a symbol of appreciation for your valuable time, expertise, and willingness to engage with our participants today.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation and for sharing your knowledge with us. We are deeply grateful for your contributions to this Atal FDP. With great honor, I invite Dr. Srinivas Iyengar, sir, to kindly address the participants and begin the sessions. Sir, the virtual stage is yours. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Yashwant, sir, and Dr. Rishikesh, and thanks that Balaji Education Society, Director Ma'am, and the trustees. It is always a pleasure to interact with the academicians. And yesterday I joined for a few minutes and the sessions were happening so good. And today the topic which I got something very interesting on entrepreneurship, especially on the, I could see the various topics on design thinking and innovation management. What are the innovation happening in sustainable industrial growth? Am I audible to everyone?
Yes,
So
sir,
I
yes.
request our
Yes,
participants,
Yes, sir. you are audible.
what type of session are you expecting it? I would like to get suggestions first so that I can customize, because I'm going to interact for 3 hours. So if you could able to suggest exactly what do you expect through my session, I'll try to customize.
Interactive sessions, sir. Interactive sessions. Thank you.
Very good. Who said that? Rajesh.
Sir, myself,
Putta
Rajesh.
Rajesh. Putta Rajesh means from Andhra,
No, sir, I'm from Karnataka. Sir.
Karnataka. Very good. Very good. Okay. And I request, is there any limitation not to enable video? Because we have almost 78 participants, inclusive of me. You know, if anyone, if I just to see that, you know, because it's a wide population, almost 79 now. If you could able to enable the video, because they are coordinators, you know, Dr. Sir and Rishi, and they are only enabled. I wish to know what about others, so that I get opportunity to see, right? Obviously, when they call people, we join the institute purely because of, you know, to see the people face. Can you enable the video? One is interactive, which wow, I could see some more new faces. Fabulous. Also, it is very tough time. I know that when you have a lecture 6 to 9, after 8 o'clock, that's okay. It's a dinner time. People will keep ambidextrous, keep your mobile on and videos off. You can do something. But the problem with the faculty, how many people are from industry? I mean, industries. I believe most of them are academician. Normally, that's what the FDP attracts. Sometimes people are doing PhD also attends that this type of FDP for the value addition. Any hardcore corporate people are working, I mean, attending this program. Now the audience is increased to 82. And Watson made a wonderful introduction. In fact, when I was writing my latest book on strategy, Strategy and Competitive Advantage. That book was published by Pearson, also adapted in 6 IIMs. Almost I do teach 3 courses in business strategy in almost top 3 IIMs now. Out of that, all not top 3 which I'm teaching, yeah, few of them are wonderful institutes. This topic which we talk about, industrial growth, innovation, what is your view about it? Because whenever it is strategy, the business scenario, what you have seen today, last 20 years, if you see top 10 companies, most of the companies were not a great company in early 2000 or early 90s. Most of the people, take an example of Apple. 1998, the company Apple is almost verge of bankruptcy. But today, you know what is the current Apple value? Anyone has idea? What is it? You can use smartphone. You can meantime, can share that in data if you have something. Any idea what is the current valuation of Apple? Valued market cap. 375 billion. How much you are getting in Google? Because that number always varies. Anyone?
3 trillion.
3 trillion. And company in 1998 verge of bankrupt. And today, if you see the product portfolio, hardly they have only few products, right? What made that Apple become world-class brand? In fact, if I ask you now, 90 population, 90 people are there. I'm sure at least this out of 90, 20 plus population might be having the Apple phone. What made that company to become world-class? Actually, I thought today I will teach teaching pedagogy innovation. That's what I spoke to the director, ma'am. But still, I'll try to customize the topic because Rishi also said, sir, if we talk a little bit about connect with industry, then I completely shifting toward the industry-based discussion than getting into. In fact, today I'm teaching almost last 2 years. I trained 4,000 plus bankers. Let's try to discuss what are the things that are happening in the industry. I'm sure if you are in a business school teaching, the market is not same what you have experienced before. Even our teaching pedagogy is changed. The students' level of participants are changed. So if we don't try to change, adapt ourselves, it's very tough to retain the market. Yeah. What made Apple to become world-class brand, which is valued 3 trillion? How many Indian companies are valued 3 trillion in FMCG or electronic gadgets? In just 25 years period. 1998, the company is on the verge of bankrupt. And because of this company, yeah, somebody is making attempt, yeah. Oh, might be there must be, Srija must be using some other discussion. You have to mute her. I thought she is sharing.
Strong brand and design innovation, sir. Hosting.
Yes, obviously the topic, sir, which we are discussing right now, the innovation in the softwares and the designing part of it makes it a
Fabulous. Very
Yes.
good. Very good. Thank you, Rogini ma'am. What else?
Yeah. Sir, value creation for the money we pay.
Okay. Fantastic. Fantastic.
Sir,
Yes, sir. Happy now people started discussing it, no? I'm very happy that, yeah, proceed.
yes, when you look at products such as the iPhone and iPod, they were visionary ideas for that particular period of time. So I could say that in many ways they were visionaries.
Okay. I will try to discuss today few case studies. And actually, I thought I'll do something different, but now one of my case study also there, one of the bestseller in Harvard, that case study is on Geo platform. If you go to Google and search it, you will get the case. Why Facebook invested in Geo. I'll try to discuss my own case today for a couple of case study for the first half for the session. Second half, I'll try to take innovation in teaching pedagogy. How we can use, teaching pedagogy innovation, how it can add value to our own profile, how can it build our profile and growth for them. Any other thing you think Apple has done? Yes, ma'am.
Sir, can I?
Yeah, please. Rogini ma'am, you are from?
Yes. I'm from Pune, sir. Sai Balaji Education Society only.
Oh, you are from own institute. Okay, okay, yeah.
Yes, yes. Sir, I think the ecosystem which Apple has built, when you talk about the different products like the Apple Watch and Apple phone and this earbuds, so they can sync with each other so well. So once you adopt Apple, there is no other escape, I think, from that ecosystem.
What a fabulous answer. Fantastic. That's ecosystem. What they created is the fantastic answer. What else? That company bankrupt to world-class company. If you see, all the companies will have some common uniqueness. If you see any successful companies, those companies are highly innovative in their concepts, and their business models became very unique. In fact, I do teach course on how to reinvent your business model in IIM Indo. That course we floated as a specialized course for the strategy area. 1998, that when Apple became struggling, they don't know what to do. But the company tried to create something different, unique in the market, which helps them to differentiate from the competition. In fact, if I tell you a few brands, probably you may not be knowing it. Probably you must be hearing first time in your life. How many people knows the brand called Kaba? There is a brand called Rio. The company name called Blue Diamond Technologies. Unheard. Actually, these brands product are similar like an iPod. But enter what is iPod? You know what is iPod? That instrument which was launched by Apple in the early 2000. iPod means intellectual portable over disk. That's why it's called iPod, intellectual portable over disk. When they launched the iPod, in their entire Apple portfolio, that time the company valued around 100 billion. When they launched it, iPod is a new product. In 2003, Apple was only 150 billion sales. 50% more sales come only through the instrument called iPod. It's a small electronic gadget where people can enjoy their musics. Tell me what is great about unique about iPod. I'm very happy. Few people talk about value creation. Somebody talk about ecosystem. I mean, madam talk about ecosystem. Can you able to connect the dots? What is there in the iPod? How
Sir,
we able to create that? Yeah, Rudranshu.
yes,
Yes, Rudranshu. Correct. Yeah.
the thing is, when the iPod first launched, there was no real, shall we say, portable system of music which could contain a large number of songs. Before that, there was before the iPod, I think there was a Walkman, which was basically you put a cassette into a tape and it'll play a particular song for you. But that was only limited to the cassette largely. So iPod brought, shall we say, you didn't need a cassette anymore for playing songs. You could just load it into your iPod.
Fantastic. Any other thing? Any other? Do you think anybody? What is unique about iPod? Actually, there are two brands which I mentioned, right? They are all launched in the early 2000s. But nobody knows the brand miserably failed. When Apple launched a similar product like a Rio or Kaba, that became a world-class brand and successful. Even today, people remember after 20 years, after 25 years. Why people remember iPod? One, what Rudraji said, you can able to store few thousand songs in a small gadget, which is smaller than your thumb, right? Anything else?
So the second thing is that we could shuffle the songs in between, and the clarity
Even the
of
shuffling, Bina ma'am,
Yes, sir.
you may correct me if I'm wrong. The shuffling songs also available in CD.
Yeah, but here in iPad we could choose it according to language also.
I'm talking about iPad. What else do you have that iPod, not iPad? Because iPad come very late. I'm talking about early 2000. In fact, before iPad, there is a iPod, there is a product called iMac. Actually,
Right.
Apple built a brand through iMac. How they
Right.
change the entire ecosystem. In fact, that's what when Madam said, I'm going to run the session for a few minutes on that word ecosystem, because that's what actually Apple worked on it. Exactly the way, the role of innovation, the role of business, the role of how they change the industry. In fact, computer, Apple computers. Any idea why they made it Apple Inc? They don't want to call computer company. That is a classic vision of the company what they had. It's called Apple Inc. Apple Incorporation. They never say Apple computers, right? Because they don't want to identify or they don't want to identify themselves by others like a computer company. Any idea what is the reason why they don't want to become a computer as a company? I'm talking about in late 90s. I'm talking about after 98 when they launched the iMac, the first computer from Apple. Why they don't want to, why that name has done from Apple computers to Apple Inc, Apple Incorporation. There is a great strategic thought process behind. They don't want to identify themselves as a computer company. Why they don't want to identify themselves? See, the purpose of I'm asking question, my sincere request not to check your knowledge. I know you are all come from now the 126 people are there, but how many people are actively participating? I could say hardly 5 paces. And that's what I always avoid online sessions, except few institute. But anyway, this is only FDB program. But still, we try to make how many people are actively participating it, or are they participating it for a certificate? If it is only for that purpose, that is the only reason I'm asking a question, not to check your knowledge to know participation, or really they are interested to learn something, or will they interact? I'm not here to check anybody's knowledge. Please don't think if whenever I ask question, who am I to check your knowledge? You are all fabulous people attending with passion, right? Yeah. But I think the coordinators, you have to make it very clear. If they don't enable the video, you should not give the attendance and certificate also. This we have done it in Bajaj. Otherwise, people join 130 people, and how many people are actively is there? I don't find except 4 or 5 people. This number is so less. Yeah, Zakaria sir, I'm happy at least you show the ad. Thank you. Yeah. The purpose is networking, right? You come just attending in your evening time on your busy schedule on Thursday. Nobody is sitting here for time pass, right? You just came for some knowledge. Let's have some discussion. Very good. I could see now few faces are enabled. Thank you. Yeah. Why that transformation Apple computer to Apple Inc?
Maybe because they want
Yeah.
to differentiate themselves in the market itself, and maybe their target audience is different. Target.
Sir, as you
Okay.
said, they don't want to identify, people to realize that's a computer company. And top of that, through their strong innovation, they were like R&D of releasing multiple products under the Apple name. If the people perceive that Apple is only for computers, that may disturb for other line of products what were there in R&D. So
in
that
fact,
may
when
be
they
the
changed
reason.
the very good attempt, very good answer you said. But when they changed the company in 1990, they had only computers. That's a computer company, no doubt about it.
Yes, sir.
They're purely computer company, but they don't want to identify themselves as a computer manufacturer. What could be the reason of it? In fact,
They
I'll tell you
wanted
very.
diverse.
In
They
fact, I'll
wanted
tell
to be
you.
diversified in different areas. So if I'm not only concentrating, for example, HUL. So HUL is into various products. Similarly, Tata's, they are into various companies. Similarly, I can diversify my products not only in computers, but also in other areas.
But interestingly, madam, Beena ma'am, I'll tell you today, whatever product, according to you, you might feel it is diverse, but all products are same. Do you know that? Whether it's
Right.
an iPod or iPad or iPhone or iWatch or latest their Google. Almost all products use similar technology, similar hardware and software. Only the presentation part and the unique will be different.
But they
It's
want
not like
vertical
HUL.
integration, sir, instead of horizontal integration.
They have done a fabulous thing. What they have done, very
Right.
unique. That today when it actually I thought I will teach something different. It just came to my mind. We'll try to discuss about it. In fact, all the world-class companies has the unique this type of concepts. The person who invented the computer, that is IBM. Today they are not in the business of computer. Can you believe what could be the reason why they exited IBM and sold the brand to China, Lenovo? Sir, आपका पास गाड़ी रहेगा बेचेगा ना, अच्छा आदमी के पास बेचते हैं, ऐसा नहीं फेंकते. Company like IBM.
This is Supriyan.
Yeah.
Yeah, sir. Actually, that Apple, they were selling both the hardware and the software. Okay, so that's what they don't want to identify as the computer company. If you take Dell, IBM, HP, and all, they were making only that computer. That is.
Fantastic, Shiv Prasad sir. This is what I'm expecting it. I know the crowd which are talking, they already knows everything. Fabulous. That is a fabulous answer. It could be the other way I can say that, right? Computers become a commodity.
Yeah, exactly. Correct.
Computers become a commodity. But Apple doesn't want to identify themselves as a commodity. Now tell me the reason why. Same answer what Shiva Prasad, I think. Shiva, I will call it Shiva because my screen only shows that. Dr. Shiva said absolutely correct. But how Apple set the same concept in a different purpose? The computer business as a commodity. But Apple realized, I don't want to sell commodity. Anybody would like to argue, or what is your understanding of it? I don't want answer from Rohini ma'am or somebody. Let somebody can say from others.
Sir, can you please elaborate?
Can I put in something?
Rudranshu? Yeah, Sumati ma'am. Yeah, please. You are from
Sir,
where, Sumati?
Apple focused on different type of customer, or the audience were different.
What type of audience? Fantastic. Wow.
Sir, can I put in something?
No, let Sumati complete because she said fabulous answer. Every answers are coming. I'm just writing down. Trust me, there is a Harvard case, one of the bestseller case, what we are discussing today.
Sir, the Apple
because you have not
segment
read
is
the
a
case.
different, sir.
In fact, it's my mistake. I have not circulated the case, but I never thought of discussing Apple also. It just came moment of truth. I took the just topic. I'm started discussing it. Right? Even if I give many people. Yeah. Sumati ma'am, what is their customer? Yashwantji, yeah.
Sir, commodities, generally commodities compete with the price, but as in the case of Apple, they wanted to bring the innovations in their product line. That may be the reason.
Very good observation, Yashwantji. Yes.
Sir,
Aswari.
can I put in something?
Yeah, please.
They were selling value actually.
Okay. What is value here?
So this is me.
Yeah.
Value money. They were not selling a product, but they were selling a value. By which I mean is they were selling a status.
Okay. Okay.
Reduce marketing myopia, sir.
What is that myopia when you talk about marketing? That is good concept. I know I'm hearing this concept after long break. Yeah. Yes, Bina ma'am.
Sir, when we concentrate.
Bina from Kerala?
Yes, sir. Now in Pune.
Yeah, very good. Yeah.
So like Caterpillar and all companies, they lost sight of what they were actually selling, what product they were selling. That means to who the consumer was. And they were just concentrating on the product. So after some time, they were not able to survive in the market. So as my generation and trends of the consumers and preference of the consumer changes, if I just go with one angle, I may not be able to understand the whole changing market.
Fabulous. I'm very happy the way answers are coming up in a, even I'm sure the case may not be focusing on this. We are getting much more answer what we are expecting it. Fabulous. Zakaria?
Sir,
Yes, sir. Yeah.
the Apple segment is different, sir. They focused only the people who are expecting more safety, the data privacy, or those who are expecting more data privacy. They only purchase the Apple product. Even they don't consider the price.
That is good. In fact, this is also a very good observation. I will come to this point. I'll give you the right nomenclature during the discussion. I will definitely answer this all your, I'm writing down also. Kantia, Allies. Yes, Kantia.
Sir, yeah, sir. Actually, with their great amount of innovation, instead of competing the existing competitors, one among them, they wanted to build a kind of blue ocean strategy, a kind of market, unique market for them. I mean, all these were like their plans. That's the reason why they were doing all this, I guess.
Fantastic. So very interesting. Really, I'm happy the way the points were coming up is commendable. Trust me, I really appreciate everyone. Lakshmi, want to say something from Bangalore?
Good
Lakshmi,
evening,
ma'am?
sir.
Yeah,
Good
good evening.
evening,
Wonderful
sir.
voice. Yeah, please.
Thank you. Sir, it's all mind games, I say, for Apple.
Oh, what is
And
mind game?
let me simplify this. Minimalistic design, something like people wanting to hear this ASMR or all those the design, something that actually captures what is their the curiosity of mind, human mind. They're actually marketing on these things. That is what I believe.
So Lakshmi teaches HR or marketing?
No, I'm a computer science and no faculty, sir.
Okay, very good. Okay, and obviously because of the technology that became user friendly, right? That also talk about definitely the mindset of the customer. No doubt about
innovation.
Yes.
So innovation is very much essential for the sustainable industrial growth, and that is the theme of today's our topic. That innovation is required by all the organization in order to have the sustainable growth in the market, and we have to diversify, change our new products, bring into the market, so that we can understand what customers want. That we can say that it's design thinking, in the way of design thinking.
In fact, when you said that, I'm very tempted to share. I also teach customer centricity. I do teach on design thinking to corporate training programs, but I restrict myself not to get into those topics. Today, I want to talk about business agility, innovation, and how you make business stay relevant. Yeah, to stay for tomorrow's business, to stay relevant for today. That could be our topic of discussion. Fabulous. I don't know who said this point, because sometimes I miss out the names because my laptop may not have all those names, but really appreciate that whoever said that point. Amazing. Vikas ji? Okay. Okay, doctor. Okay. How many people use Apple? Right now we have almost close to 100 plus. Why you use Apple? Is it something like what are the purpose? One is what are the purpose of? Because
it's highly secured, sir.
One is security.
Yeah.
Technology wise, you feel comfortable. Nobody can be able to hack it.
Right.
That is from the technology wise.
We are
fantastic.
confident that any transaction that happens through Apple is highly secured.
Technology wise, highly secured.
Yeah.
There is no virus. The phone doesn't hang most of the times. If you use any other brand, I mean other OS, not a brand is not a right word. There is a difference between Android versus. Yeah, fantastic. What else? Whoever uses Apple, How many people use Apple? Just in fact, if it is Zoom, I could have created a poll. Microsoft Teams always I find, comparatively it's good, but still, yeah.
Sir, it's a matter of prestige.
Symbol status. Okay. Symbol status. We'll put it, status. Symbol of status, or maybe those who use Apple, they are all very, they feel different, correct? That's why the entire crowd out of 130 people, hardly you will find, 40 people might be using Apple. Average. I'm not sure all the 140. If it is all 140 means teaching must be a fabulous profession. No doubt about it. Yeah, I wish that we should have all 140 Apple also. Yeah, Lakshmi, somebody raising hands. Yeah.
So the quality of the image, what we get, quality of the image as well as voice communication will be very good, sir.
Quality that includes voice,
image,
display,
compatibility. Right.
Okay, fantastic. So you talk about any other thing what make Apple to become unique?
Sir?
Yes, Rudra.
I think it is also to do with durability, because I have used I have a MacBook as well as an iPhone. So in particular, the iPhone has been going for 2 years as well, and the MacBook, the laptop that I have in particular, has been going strong for 5 years. Yes, there has been I will disagree with the previous person who said that it's completely secure. No, I did have a virus attack some 2 years ago on my laptop, as a result of which a lot of my data had to be erased. But there is a certain degree of durability that you don't get.
Rudraji, you may correct me. I might be wrong. You are using very old top. That's why you are not moved to latest. If it is iPhone, you could have gone into 18. Still, you must be using 5th or 6th. That's why it is act. I don't know. That's an argument sake.
I actually about my laptop in particular.
Laptop also same, right? What OS you use, it also talk about your hardware and software. The software iOS what you use. If you use outdated, if you use 5 years before, obviously the technology which is not same what you use today. Because of that virus is hacked. I mean, you purchased a vehicle which is 1970 made. Still, if you expect spares to be given, that is not a responsibility of the company. Company will take responsibility only to give market for 10 years. If it is technology product, the S curve is very less, and the technology products have high break even, and obviously they may not kept it for long, right? I'm just arguing it. I might be wrong. Huh? Don't take it my word. I said Rudra is right, but still I'm giving another thought process.
Sir, I found
right.
I found Apple products like my iPhone or MacBook Pro useful only for development of websites and applications, mobile applications. I'm a web application developer and mobile application developer. So for me, these Apple products were only useful for that development. Apart from that, I find Android better.
Okay, it is something interesting whether this developer that iPad or iMac or iPad laptop given by the company, or you purchase on your own map?
No, they gave me in the company, but I had to. It was like the company resources were limited in terms of RAM or speed or any other. So I purchased on my own later, and I started using it for that purpose.
Because the reason why I asked, I will give you answer for all the questions. Somebody talked about variability, symbol status, quality, durability, and you talk about company or individual users, application part. I'll give all these answers to my whatever knowledge I have. I'll try to share it out. Still, I wish to hear from everyone. Might be because that's what exactly the role of the innovation and strategy comes. I think whatever you said, do you think Shivapriyan? I think many good people have come from Bangalore, Chennai, Tamil Nadu and all. Very good. Yeah. Happy that Institute could able to pull 100 very good numbers. from all over South. Very good. Yeah.
Yeah, Apple is famous only because of their build quality, sir. You can't find any screws projecting over there or any irregular surface kind of thing. So first it attracted only that build quality. Then remaining and all that if you take any camera or display something, there are good quality equivalents are available. First thing is build quality. Second one is status. So they priced at a very premium, so that only that premium class will buy. So it will show something like a status. Now, if you look at Apple product profit, 1 quarter profit itself equivalent to Karnataka 1 year budget. So they actually even if they can price at a low end, but they will keep it premium so that only that class people will buy that. So one is build quality, another one is showing the status. Nothing else with that.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Any other reason do you think that as an Apple customer, how many people you must be using it? And any challenges you find in the Apple products? Sir, I don't like Apple. I purchased, and I'm not happy with the product, OS, whatever it is. Or you talk about the strength of the product. In fact, strategies. In fact, these are all the questions. Do you think whenever do you think these questions are not addressed by Samsung or Motorola? Whichever point you said, is it something very unique about Apple? If I make any product, quality, everybody look for the price, everybody look for durability, everybody look for the quality, design and status part, or maybe a symbol of status. There are luxury products before when Apple came. Even Nokia had some Vertu mobile. Vertu mobile is costlier than Apple. And all this Vertu quality is whatever you said they had, but Nokia became bankrupt. But what made Apple to become world class? But whatever you said this point, if you go any company, any product, they will define this, sir. Isn't it or not?
No, sir. Actually, Vertu, Nokia is they adamant to adopt that Android. So that's why that Vertu model become a failed one. And moreover, Vertu is not like Apple. It become like a asset because of that gold and the diamond content in the Vertu. Now,
So
if you
this
come
point
to
I'm
that other
connecting
model,
with Sivakumar sir. I mean, sorry, Yashwant sir.
yeah.
This point I like to connect with the symbol status.
Sir, just 1 minute, sir.
Yeah.
Sir,
Yes.
if you go through the consumer behavior, study of the consumer behavior for the purchase
If I tell you the
decisions.
name, and I'll be more happy, sir, because I really say Magesh Kumar. Okay. Yeah, I
Yes,
don't know
so-
what's the name, please.
Sir, I'm Dr. Mahesh, working as an associate professor in Bangalore. See,
Okay.
I do have a few
Which college,
observations.
Magesh?
Sir, I'm from Nitya Meenakshi Engineering College. Basically, I'm an associate professor from Department of Civil Engineering.
Okay. Civil engineering. I've been to your
Yes,
institute
sir.
as a keynote speaker in 2000. I know on the way to airport, Niti Meenakshi.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
I
Great,
know
nice to
that.
meet
I
you,
was
sir.
a keynote speaker long back, 10 years before.
Oh, great, sir. Great to meet you on virtually.
But not in the engineering college, it is in the management college.
Management college.
When
Okay,
Dr.
fine.
Sudhakar was head of the director. Yeah.
Oh, Sudhakar, sir. Okay, I am working here since from past 10 years. Sir, I
Okay.
observed a few things about your query. As I said, like as sir was speaking about Nokia and this Apple, Nokia people forget to upgrade themselves to be sustainable in hello. Sir, you are on mute.
You're on mute.
Sir, you
Yeah.
are muted, sir. Unmute yourself, sir.
But the beauty, I have not done mute. Somebody has done this.
So that's what the Nokia people will forget to upgrade themselves to be sustainable in the present scenario. But when coming to the Apple people, they take the feedback from all the stakeholders, all the Samsung, Vivo, all the mobile phones will take the feedback from the stakeholders for their improvement of their or upgradation of their product. It's most necessary. If you see Amazon or any e-commerce websites, once you buy any product, they'll be asking you, they'll be behind you for feedback. The reason just is to improvise their product to make sure that their product is selling in the market. So, but Apple specifically, they do the prototyping, they do a work in hands-on with certain set of probability because they take up random people's feedback and they'll consolidate it and they'll work on it. but comparatively with the other companies, they do work a little less, and Apple works more. So that may be the reason why their product is very secure and most realistic in the nature.
Okay, good attempt, Prasadji. Anyone? Okay, I will give few more points which will help you to build this concept much more stronger. Right? Before, when Apple came, Apple is a computer company. Correct? Anybody would like to argue on this? Today they might become moved into iPad, iPhone. These are all happened in the late 2010. iPad. These are the last 15-20 years story. When they started, it's a computer company. When they entered, how the industry looked like? What the computer industry is all about in late 90s? How the industry structure like? I still remember. I'll tell you what I asked. Probably you can able to understand what was my intention of asking this. Yeah. If you go to anybody's house, right? People. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible, sir.
It is gone for a minute. Just I'm back now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Early, if we go to anybody's house, people probably says what, there is a computer table. I'm sure how many people you could have purchased. Whenever people buy computer for 40,000-50,000, people invest another 10,000 for computer table. And the computer table will have a separate space, which has a specifically for keyboard, printer, monitor, and every computer has what are the components of computers. And people proudly says, right, before buying computer, they always buy computer table. And the computer table will be costing another 5,000-10,000. And what is computer is all about? There are three components in the computer. If you go to anywhere in the computer, what are the three components? One is monitor, another one is so-called CPU. Then there is a keyboard and mouse. Correct? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Actually, does computer companies make stable? No, right?
No, sir.
Computer companies makes only computers. But market is always people tempted to spend more. End of the day, what they will say, अरे मैं computer लिया, computer table भी लिया, 50,000 रुपये हुआ, इसका 10,000 रुपये हुआ, printer भी अलग से लिया, सब like that they will have a package. And there is a space, study room में a computer table. And computer, that is the first. And how the industry behaves, who makes money in computer business? Apart from computer table guy, who makes money in this business? Any idea? In the entire value chain of computers, who makes money?
Assembly lines.
Not assembly line as said, Sudha ma'am. My question is, who makes money in this entire computer business? For example, if if there is a IBM or a Compaq or HP or Dell or HP, all these companies fights and try to get market share and make the business. End of the day, who makes money? These 5 brands literally competes in global market. Out of this, who makes more money?
The suppliers and the manufacturers who does this prepare this.
How message? Air contact nahi.
Fabulous answer. I really appreciate Magesh. In fact, I should clap you if you are there in the classroom. But still, here also I'll do that. Yeah,
Sir,
that's the right answer.
Company who is making software.
Now,
is making software to run the computer.
Now you got answer.
Like Microsoft.
Why? Now you got answer. Why the person who invented the computer, IBM, exited from computer business? person who invented computers, IBM, why he exited? Because they make more money to create a product. If all these 5 companies competes together with the local brand assemble product, and if you come to India and all, right, we used to buy assemble computer, right? There will be a local brand, regional brand. Also, there is a global brand. Then there is a assemble brands. Even corporate used to buy assemble brand. Why we buy those products? One is cheaper. And the assemble brand says what? Sir, end of the day, we use same software, same OS, same configuration. Why are you paying premium price for this? If you want service, I am ready to give service. Correct? I mean the local assemble players. The entire value chain of the computer business, if 5 these brands competes together, the person who makes money in this entire business is Microsoft. That's why Bill Gates became a billionaire. And what is there inside? Intel inside. Intel inside all 5 brands. Is there any differentiation, uniqueness in these 5 brands? HP or Compaq or Dell or Shiv computers or maybe some extent Zenith computers or HCL computers? Is there any uniqueness? If you remove the brand, IBM must be costing 50,000. Dell must be costing 45,000. Your HP will cost 45,000. If you buy the local computer HP, I mean HCL, maybe 35,000. If you buy Zenith, 35,000. If you buy the local brand, 25,000 or 20,000. I'm talking about P4 on an average, not exact amount. Is there any uniqueness on this brand? If I remove the brand as such? No, right? Only the brand differentiate the price. Inside, all softwares are same, hardwares are same. That's why what happened? Who makes money in this entire business? Microsoft. That's why Bill Gates became a billionaire. And when you sell the computer, probably the companies try to make money initially. But what is the system? What is the industry works? How the industry works? Any idea? There are some IT faculties. How that IT industry works? How the industry structure is all about? If we buy a P3 or P4 computer with the Windows, example, Windows, what is it current? I don't know. Windows 10 example or Windows 15. What will happen after 6 months? P3 become P4 or P5 or P6. Your Windows 15 will become a 16 or 17 or 18. What customer will do? Again, do they go to IBM to buy 16 or 17? What do they normally try to do, people? What is the buying pattern? They try to go to Microsoft. They don't need to replace the entire system. Just to pay $10 or $15, you will get a code. You can upgrade the software. If there is any requirement for hardware, either increasing RAM or hard disk, you can do separately. You don't need to go to the company. Am I right or wrong? Hope I'm on the track. Could you able to follow what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
This is what the industry is all about. Computers were sold at premium price and the margins were less. And who makes money in the entire value chain? Microsoft or Dell. Nobody branded guys. Only the guy who makes inside, Intel inside. Hardware guys makes money. Software guys makes more money. Even the market come for replacement market, upgradation market also doesn't come to the companies like IBM or HP. Any doubts on this? Anybody would like to argue on these points so that I can get to other points exactly how Apple stopped this business. Now you tell me anyone what Apple has done this to stop this, to become Bill Gates became a billionaire. How Apple put a stop on this? He changed the entire industry structure. It is not just whatever you said, everything is right, but I'm adding in addition to that. What Apple did very cleverly, I request everyone to enable the videos, boss. Nobody is visible. That what is that view? I kept a view of what is it? Together mode, preview mode. I could see only 3 people, now 4. I know you are all at home. It's very tough to come in videos, might be cooking or what the purpose is. But still I request because sometimes I'm feeling whether I'm talking alone. Yeah.
Sir, there was a technical problem for me. For some reason, I was removed from the meeting and then I rejoined. I don't
I
find
understand your genuineness, sir. I really appreciate, but I really felt 142 people are there. Out of 142, I could see exactly 7 people. Now it has become 8. Out of 142, inclusive of me, hardly 9 people are there, enabling the video only. And in fact, I should tell to Rishikesh, whoever is interactive, only you can give certificate to them. Yeah. I know people are traveling, those who are in a car, those who are in kitchen, you may disable the videos, rest at least, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Exactly
But
where?
we are listening you.
Yeah. Now my auditorium, my view looks like almost 15 plus people. Very good. It's good to see people. It is a platform for networking also, right? You can also come to know many good people are there. Okay. Yeah. Where Apple did a full stop on these challenges. Whenever I said how they stopped changing the industry structure, including computer table manufacturer, Apple did genuine work. And Apple Car, in fact, this I can discuss more elaborate. How Apple stopped all these challenges? What are the challenges we discussed as the industry? How they stopped? Anybody purchased computer table for Apple computers? Tell me genuinely. Do you use any computer table for your Apple products?
No.
No.
Why? This company has genuinely worked many things, sir. They are not, even though you feel sometimes they are very expensive, actually they are not. Because they added a value to the customer in a multiple way.
Apple systems
How they
are
have done?
compared to
Any
most-
idea? Now I will also make my video sometimes disable and audio sometimes. You get surprised, right? You are all faculties. You get option 3 hours. 3 hours you get the option to attend whenever you want. As a faculty, is it easy to discuss for 3 hours continuously? That also online when there is no getting response from other side. That's why I request everyone to enable the video. Please share something. Because I feel jealous whenever I take lecture in online. You have a time to have some munching. You can disable the video and audio and do whatever you want. But why should I penalize for 3 hours? Anyway, that's okay. We committed nobody option, right? I committed to take lectures, so I have to take. Yeah. How they stopped? Why you are not using computer table for iPad? I mean Apple laptops or Apple computers? Anybody use Apple computers? Anybody saw the Apple computers of iMac? The initial design of the Apple computers?
Yes, sir.
No.
I have it. I have one in my home. It's just like a monitor with inbuilt system.
What a fabulous concept it is. Have you ever thought of it, how they gone into micro level to understand the customer need? Initially, computer come with 3 components. So-called CPU. Normally, CPU comes in white box or in black color box. Normally, it comes in stainless steel. I'm talking about early 2000. Then there is a huge tower fan motherboard inside. And then there is a one more component called monitor. Then other component is called motherboard, keyboard along with mouse connected with your CPU. Apple did first question. Who said computer means we should have 3 components or 4 components? Let's make it 2. What they have done? They made a monitor inbuilt CPU. So that what will happen? You don't require a computer table to keep 3 different places, right? Your monitor inbuilt CPU it has. So first thing they avoided the furniture guys, and it doesn't occupy the space. See the clever strategy what they have done. What else? What is other uniqueness? When Madam said, right, Lakshmi said, in our house you have that iMac computer. What is the uniqueness of that one, ma'am?
The mouse pad will be on keyboard.
Okay, what else? What else? What is the uniqueness about the Apple computers? The desktop when you talk about. See, I'm telling you, that company did strategy in innovation. Every aspect 360 degrees, sir. Otherwise, the company may not become success. What we see is outcome of it, how much company must be could have put in the back screen, to make the product. What else you can see the uniqueness of the computers of Apple? I can tell you right now, I'm sure. Once if I tell you, you can recognize. Anybody has used iMac computers?
It's a integration of hardware and software, sir.
I think every computers, whether it is IBM or Dell or HP or Compaq or Apple, it is a combination of hardware and software. They never differentiate that as such.
Like, sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, please. Who's this?
Rudranshu, sir.
Yeah, Rudranshuji. Yes, sir.
I was just saying that apart from the most unique thing about using my MacBook in particular, because I have a MacBook laptop, is that you can easily connect your phone or your iPad to your laptop, since you share a similar iCloud. You have an iCloud password, you have your Apple ID. So in many ways, your laptop. I'm sorry?
That ecosystem, robust ecosystem.
Yes, sir. I'm actually not a CSE person. My background is in mass communication, but it's good to know. It's good to get a name for that. Thank you, sir.
I'm not a hardcore IT guy. I'm a hardcore BBA and MBA fellow. So don't worry about that. We are in the same boat. I'm not a technology guy at all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So that Apple has done something unique on innovation. That innovation in the process also design. Apple computers made absolute futuristic design. That shape never looked like a monitor when they inbuilt CPU. That component of the Apple products are very aerodynamic in shape. Then the material what they used. Normally CPU come in stainless steel box. If you remember, this is a steel box. Normally comes in white or black color. When Apple made it, they made it transparent plastic box. If you could have seen in your computer what they use, literally all products are transparent. In fact, you can see the motherboard, how the motherboard flickering. Why they did that? Any idea? They made a computer shape very unique, aerodynamic shape. That monitor along with CPU look like, like a not CRT tube, but similar like that. But that also they made it very transparent in nature. You can literally see the lights inside the computer. Why they did? Nobody did it in the initial days. Apple is the first one to do that. Because they made computer first thing. They don't want to treat computer like a commodity. What is commodity? How it is different from brand? Any idea? ग्लास में पानी पिएगा तो commodity है. वही पानी आप बिस्लरी बॉटल के बाद ब्रांड के साथ पिएगा तो ब्रांड होते हैं. What is the difference between these two?
The brand brings a sort of trust and intimacy with the product. It creates a relationship and it takes people to the state of loyalty quickly.
Fantastic. What else? Apple is a brand.
Currency notes, regular currency notes, and collectible notes.
Apple has become a brand. But when you see all the other thing, IBM and all, they made a commodity. What are the things they have done to make the product has become a brand, commodity to brand? Vikas, Suresh?
Through the experience by using the product.
What are the experience? Fantastic. What are the experience they are given to the computers? Number one. What they did, number one, when they make business, see the innovation part. Innovation means nothing to do with purely on technology. When I say innovation, it has to come from micro level, all 360 degree. 90% people we try to misunderstand innovation means it's relevant to technology. No. Starting from customers.
It is all about the comfortability.
Absolutely. So what they did, first thing they said was the industry structure they want to change. Out of 10 computers, 9 computers thought like the same. One company, Apple, differentiated from 9. Out of 10 computers, 9 brands thought the same, sir. Only Apple stand apart from all the 9 brands. How they stand apart from this? Number one, when I do business of computer, I only make money. I only can do business. Why should I make Bill Gates to become rich? That is the initial thought process. They want to stop that. How they stopped it? They never use Microsoft inside. They never use Intel inside. What they did? They created their Apple own OS. Linux based, Unix based, and that also freeware. That's what initial days.
Yes, sir. A letter I makes sense.
Yes. That's why they say no, I. Apple did I. But entire world. Hope you're all writing down. I'm giving a very simple and lucid language of the great strategy, how that Apple created that. Then you will understand how the strategy implemented the part. Sustainable way. So that I can able to connect the topic. Apple created that finest ecosystem. But before that, what this company has made an effort, if we talk about the thinking process, who are the computers of Apple? I mean, who buys computer? Who is the customer of computers? Students, fantastic. Unknown user, I don't know who is that. Okay. Students is the one segment. Who else? Academic institute.
Salespeople who go for presentations.
Salespeople are not high volume, sir.
Different colleges, institutes.
Academic institutes is the right word. Fantastic. What else?
Some companies.
Which some companies means? FMCG company also.
IT
companies.
IT company.
IT company never uses Apple, man.
Okay.
I know. You check it out. Except VR media and all, very unique product. If you see even today, 90% IT companies uses. If you go to TCS, to Capgemini, to Accenture, to everywhere, I'm sure in your colleges also, if you see how many people use Apple Lab? Hardly, including IIMs. Wherever there is a volume.
Sir.
Yes.
I did mention this in the chat box. One segment I think which does use Mac quite often. I would say were video editors, for example.
Except
Media
the unique.
professionals.
That's why you use the word, right? VR profession is unique. But normally who buys computer? High volume. Everybody can buy computers, sir. I'm not denying it. But who is the real customer? Somebody said college students. That's the right answer. IT companies. Third,
Domestic users.
see, domestic users may not give volume, sir.
True.
All the companies in the world, they look only 3 segments, which gives high volume, which give regular business. Please write it down. Number 1, banks, financial institutions. Without computer, they can't work. Gaming professionals all very less volume. Samaya, Mubin, they are not high volume guys. Banks is the first. Number 2, IT companies. Number 3, academic institutes, universities and colleges. This is what normally computer purchased by the high volume, frequent purchase. They regularly buy. IT companies, banks and all every 3 years, 4 years. Apple said, I don't want all these 3. It's not easy to say this word. I am telling you. Apple, सब लोग OS use कर रहे हैं, Microsoft. Apple बोला मुझे नहीं चाहिए. Out of 10, I am unique. I am not just like another 9. Apple also said, who buys computer? Even if you go and see whichever segment I said, you never find Apple product. Do you find? Which bank use Apple computers? Any banks officially use Apple?
Not that
Except,
I recall, sir.
Aji?
Not that I recall, sir. This is Rudranshu again.
Rudranshu, hardly they use many banks except any Citibank or any limited, but they don't use because they can't afford. Not question they cannot afford. The question is the ecosystem doesn't allow them to use. Academic institute, if you are in AR, VR, probably you may use Apple, but normally they don't use. Everybody uses normal, because that ecosystem. And third, banks, academic institute, IT companies. All 3 uses Microsoft. Apple said, I don't want it. Then who buys Apple products? Who are the real customer of Apple?
High profile professionals, sir.
Fantastic. Apple customers are, which was ignored by all the IT companies in the world. Apple customers are ignored by all 3 brands. I mean, all the computers, all 3, all IT companies try to, not IT, all computer companies are targeting only these 3 segments as a customer, main customer. When I say main means IT, banks and academic institute. Obviously, individuals also can buy. Please understand that. But my major business, 90% come from this segment, not individual customers. But Apple said, let's ignore this. I'm going to sell it to Zoho customer. What is Zoho? Single home office goers. What is single home office goer? Doctors, engineers, high profile people, those who are ready. They are not high volume. That's what somebody said. See, I'm giving a right answer with the right jargons, which were said by you. I'm giving the same answer, whatever you said, but in a different format, high-end customer. Obviously, I'm not a volume player. I'm a value player. High value player. What does it mean? Normal computer sells 40,000. Apple sells for 1.5 lakh. Obviously, when people sell for 1.5 lakh, they are not a normal customers. If the high profile doctors, engineers, IT companies, HNIs, if they buy the product, they don't buy a product just like that. They want some uniqueness. That's what happened. When they made a computer at the 98, they made a computer as a fashion accessory, not like a commodity. People wish to see their computer lighting, good space capacity, They want to keep the computer become a design. They want to show the product as a symbol status. Mera ghar pe Apple hai. That's what happened when Microsoft launches the product. Their break even less than 10 weeks on an average. When Apple launches any product, their break even is 2.5 years or 2 years, 24 months. What do you infer out of this? What that signifies?
Slow and steady.
Slow and
Sustainability.
steady. Okay, then
Initial
Sustainability.
investment which takes time to.
They take enough
give
time
results.
to produce a newer one.
okay, fantastic. What else? Joanna ma'am, very good. What else?
With high
Because
performance.
entire market is working on what?
They
High
study
volume.
High performance.
No. How the market structure is? All the 9 Microsoft companies, what is their strategy? High volume, low price.
Yes, sir.
High volume. That's
They're
dollar.
targeting low-end customer also. Targeting low-end customer also.
Kanagaraji. But what
Yes.
Apple looks for?
High-end
Apple
customer.
looks-
High performance. High performance, high-end
value
customer.
nahi hai. High value, low, not low price.
High
price.
performance. High performance. Performance
High-
also high.
No. High price, low volume. Whereas other industry players, how they look for? Low price, high volume. Could able to differentiate? Could able to see how the market is? 10 customer mein 8 customers or 7 customers are Microsoft. Microsoft makes more money because supplier driven. IBM, Compaq, H became irrelevant. Whereas Apple made clever strategy. What they have done? Apple might sell only 3 or 4. But if you see the price volume, somebody said, right? I think Shivkumar sir said, today Apple valued budget is bigger than Karnataka state government. They don't have multiple products at all. When they created a product at 9 bankrupt, the companies in the verge of bankrupt. And today the company valued 375 billion or 400 billion. It's not easy, sir. How the company did? They did fabulously innovation. What they have done? Number 2, what they have done? Very cleverly focused on innovation. And what they have done? Kept a high price, but they never worried about the volume. And who are their target customer? Those who are rich. They don't want to spend. They don't mind to spend high price, but they also look for no compromising on quality. That's what when you said, now if I want to make those customers as a product, my product should have some uniqueness. What is the uniqueness? I have to create the entire ecosystem. When they see how they created a value, I'm sure if you see in your laptop, tell me honestly, if it is 40 GB, how much your hard disk used for what purpose? If you check the same question to college students, I still remember 90% college students use their laptop for what? Number 1, email. Number 2, PowerPoint slide. Number 3, I'm talking about early 2000 and early 2010, storing a picture, watching a movie or song. Nowadays, it is replaced to games.
Gaming.
Nowadays became gaming. Gaming is not a major product 20 years before. Hardly we play games, that games doesn't, Mario or whatever it is. Hardly people play games in the computers, but in initial days also do that. What Apple did very cleverly, if the students are using their laptop only to listen the song or watching a song, why they should carry a hefty instrument like a laptop? They asked this question. Whichever industry they entered, please write it down. they disrupt the industry. That is the beauty of Apple. They go to micro level. They go to every stakeholder's values. It is not just a product. Please understand that. When I said that, have you ever thought, tell me honestly, they'd love to disrupt even the computer table manufacturer, which doesn't nothing to do with computers directly, which doesn't talk about technology at all. It is a wooden manufacturer or steel or fiber or whatever material it is, plywood. But still the company tried to add value to remove that segment from their business. What a great company it is. Initially, I was hater of the Apple, even now also. I don't like Apple, trust me. But whether I like or not, immaterial. When I went to that Dubai, I purchased, that the latest one for 2 lakh rupee, 1.5 lakh rupee. I use Apple. I use iPad. The reason is not because of that, because the product has created that. Now I'll come to the music industry. In early 2000, how the music industry works. Somebody said Walkman. Somebody said, I remember that, thanks, Sumati ma'am. You are also agree with me. I'm happy when I say something, someone agrees. Acha lagta hamara. Yeah, I don't know who's Sumati. Just Dr. Sumati said, I also agree with you. Sir. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Even I agree with you.
Oh, wow. Thank you, ma'am. Amazing. I really appreciate everybody is agreeing, I wish somebody should disagree also so that discussion mein maza aayega. Right. And what was that music industry early 2000? How the industry looked like? How Apple disrupted that? Sony Walkman, okay. Cassettes, okay. How the industry structure? CDs, okay. VCDs, floppy. Hey, everybody love to answer it in keyboard. Huh? I will also take lecture for 1 hour just instead of talking, instead of video, I will only type this. Yeah. How the industry structure I'm talking about. Audio system. Okay, I will tell you. Probably may not be understanding what context I'm expecting the answer. These are all the formats of music, which I am not keen. Whether you listen a song in CD or DVD or floppy or iPad or iPod or whatever you say, right? Audio cassettes. These are all the modes where you listen music. How the industry structure? Industry structure is there is a music producers. If I put it in our language, right? All movie will have a musics, or all musicians will create a music, correct? All movies will have a music, and there will be some music company, Time Series, Sony Music. They take royalty, and what they do, either they compile all the 6 songs of one particular movie in a one CD, or I will give the example. If you buy a Michael Jackson, he will come with a bad or history. There will be 10 songs which was compiled by Michael Jackson and sold it to BMG or Sony Music or anyone. They sell the product and they sell royalty. There are different stakeholders here. Who are the stakeholders? Music director, film producer, audio cassette company, marketing and distributor company, and dealers. Correct? Hope you could understand what I'm saying. How Apple created a value here?
Yes,
how
sir.
he disrupted it? When you initial days, what happened? I still remember when I was doing my college days, Hariharan ka music aaya tha. Hariharan and Les. What is that movie, that audio cassette called Colonial Cousins. Colonial Cousin बोल के एक कैसेट आता था. उसमें क्या होता है? There is a song called Krishna Ni Begane, Jesus Come Back to the World, and there will be 7 to 8 songs in the entire audio system. Audio cassettes का मैं बात कर रहा हूँ. Time Series गुलशन कुमार का आता था, BCG का आता था, Sony Music आता था. But unfortunately, the entire 7 songs, I like only 2-3 songs, not all 7. So what people used to do, go to 4th song, either you do forward or rewind. Do you remember? बाद में CD आने के बाद we directly go to 4th song or 7th song. CD में that option is there, but you don't have this option in audio cassettes. There is an audio tape recorder. But what we used to do, I paid money for Colonial Cousins, 350 rupees audio cassettes for only the song for Krishna Ni Bagani. I love only that song, but still I paid money for 350 rupees for all the 7 songs, which all the 7 songs, I may not like all the 5 songs, which is even applicable to Michael Jackson, Bad History, all this stuff.
So you're talking about all the record labels being available in one place, like iTunes, Apple iTunes, or like Spotify, or are you expecting that in that kind of this one, the answers?
That is what the industry structure, right? You understood now? Now I paid 350 rupees to listen one song, Krishna Ni Begane. That one song I like, but I paid 350 rupees. But in that, there are 7 songs. I'm talking about in early 2000. Whether you like or not, you buy entire CD, where the CD will have 25 songs. You have to pay entire money. Whether you like or not, you get entire. That's what exactly Apple did. Difference in this. What Apple did, they spoke to iTunes. They created a one more platform, convinced the music composers, and pay per download. You don't need to pay entire thing. Whatever you like, pay price for it. Which was unheard in the industry, madam. Today we talk about Spotify, all blah blah blah. No, I'm talking about in 2000. मैं 25 साल का पुराना ग्रोथ स्टोरी बोल रहा हूँ. मैं आज का नहीं बोल रहा हूँ. मैं 25 साल का पहले पूरा सीडी लेना पड़ता है. एक कैसेट का कास्ट होते 300-400. गुलशन कुमार आने के बाद 30 रुपए में दिया सीडी ऑडियो कैसेट्स. Audio cassettes for recording center. I'm talking about those who are. I'm talking about. It's not for millennials. It is not for Z. I'm talking about the kids who born in 70s and 80s and late 90s. Apple disrupted that. They came with the iPod with a small instrument like this, only this much size. Apple Shuffle Nano. That's a brand. 1500 songs. Less than 5, maybe less than 10 grams. And you can listen 1500 songs. And they sold it around. iPad disrupted the music industry. And people then gone into iPod with video. Yeah, initially they came with only audio. Then that iPod come with video option. I think we will discuss after that. Would like to have any questions, please? Now all good things comes to an end, right? You are not asking break and all. I need break. Now, sir, I'm literally waiting. Time abhi aayega so that I will have a break.
Sir, we'll have the break for 5 minutes, sir.
Who is that?
Dr. Yashwant, sir, coordinator.
Sir, coordinator, sir, 5 minute break कैसे होगा, sir? 1.5 घंटा बात करके.
As per your 10 minutes, sir. 15 minutes, whatever you feel so, sir.
No, I don't mind to have a short break. When you said you will have 5 minutes break, 1.5 घंटा बात करने के बाद, one single way, it takes some time, right?
As per your discretion, sir.
No, I'm with you, sir. No issue. We will take 10-15 minutes break.
Yeah,
but
okay,
before that, would like to have any questions, please?
Dear participant, I'm sending the link of feedback in this WhatsApp group. Kindly fill the feedbacks of this session.
Session अभी तक खत्म भी नहीं हुआ, sir.
No, this session, first session up to 7:30.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. Any questions, please? Sir, you should also give feedback to the faculties, how the participants were.
Yes, sir, all the participants.
Out of 175, only 7 people are active.
Sir, it's not
Yes, sir.
it's not a question, more of an
No, sir, we
observation.
are also active.
Yes, I'm appreciating it. Welcome, ma'am. Shreya, ma'am. Yeah, sorry, somebody saying something. Yeah.
Sir, it's not a question. It's more of an observation than anything else. One thing I've noticed that disruptors tend to stay in the market for quite a while, whereas those who shall we say stick to the old ways tend to eventually fade out. Like for example, we've talked a lot about Apple, but we can talk about Kodak. One major example. Kodak just did not adapt to digital photography. At one point of time, those 32 film rolls that you used to have, that was the ultimate, that was the essence of photography, so to speak. But now, how much Kodak is, yes, it's there, but it's not the same Kodak that it once used to be, say around 25 years ago, even.
Okay, so what's your question, sir? You already said it's not a question, it's only observation. Yeah, but what you are expecting me to answer this? And just give me a clue on that. We are going to discuss it in the second half also. But before that, what do you expect from that?
The thing is, do you consider disruption to be the most important thing for a business right now, so as to continue surviving?
Okay, we'll try to address this point, sir. Innovation, how it will place, how the industry is changing. If we want to stay relevant, what company should do. This I will discuss it in the second half. Maybe I wish you should have more questions. I love to answer it. If you have seen that, honestly, I never use single slide. I never ask anything. I'm just interacting from the bottom of that.
Sir, even consumer perception changes. So buying a product, the consumer perception also changes nowadays.
Correct. So we have to keep relevant. No? That's why I said the word 360 degree. Here I'm not here to compete with the guy with competition. I'm going to talk about who's my customer, create my value proposition, and try to create a right strategy and stay relevant so that you can survive for tomorrow.
Sir?
Yes, madam.
Sir, my question is, how come Apple could take a bold decision like it is a value player, not a volume player? So what might be the inherent thought that led to choose an option like value player, not a volume player?
Yeah, because of the confidence with the product, because of the value creation, what they have done. Today, if you see Apple customer is a costly 1 lakh rupee, people are ready to pay for it. And today, initially, Apple was only meant for single home office goer. But today, what's happening is college going students without earning using Apple. So money is not a constraint to them. If you get a good product, price comes second. That company could be able to realize it. They change the market conditions. Even price sensitive market like India, Apple is one of the largest selling market now. India was in the global map. India is a high volume, low price, people highly value conscious customer. Indians look for price, low price. Where it is happening for Apple? Crazy. Today, Apple created a basin in India now. Today, if you see most of the product, if you see in your classroom, most of the kids were using mobile Apple. Today, that's what I said, right? To stay relevant, customers were changing, their perceptions were changing. This company made it like this, they became successful. Sometimes if you want to stay relevant, you have to take some bold decision. You have to stay relevant. That's what we said, no? Somebody said Kotak. Do you think they don't have a technology of dual SIM? Do you think they don't have a technology? No, Kotak is nothing to do with dual SIM, Nokia. Because Mahadev Nayak typed the Nokia. Kotak, do you think they don't have a digital photography? Madam, they saw the demo in early 80s. Probably we know the digital camera after 2010. Maybe after 2015 when mobile came into India, 6600, that time digital photography came. 80s, Kotak has the technology on digital photography. But they don't want to bring the technology because their core business comes on the 32 or 36 film rolls, snaps, and they make more money in printing and developing in this film roll. They thought nobody will come and compete in this segment. They have a 95% market share. You can't go on your blind assumption. Competition will emerge from anywhere. That we'll discuss second half. Yashwantji.
Yes, sir.
You see how the participants were so active. They are not leaving for break. Even Rogini ma'am
Yes.
from your own institute is asking more questions. Tell me, ma'am.
Yes, sir. After break, after break.
No, no, it's
Please,
okay. Rogini ma'am, yeah.
We'll meet
Yes.
again, connect after
Sir,
break, 10 minutes back.
if I am going to summarize this session, the gist of this session is all about the disruption which the company has made, right, for getting success. But when I'm trying to understand it from the educational institute point of view, I wanted to know in the second half that how this disruption works in the educational institute and what kind of disruption should be there.
Maybe you can list out all the questions. We try to address it. Maybe it's a 178 people forum. We'll try to discuss it.
Okay.
Happy to address.
Okay.
Any other
Thank you so much.
questions? Maybe we'll discuss after the break. So now 7:35 now. We'll meet at 7:50 again.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
这招不了description there.
Huh? Interview.
Yeah. Can we start? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can start.
Yeah. Yes. Any participants can enable your videos? Yeah, there were some questions were asked before the session. Can you just give update, please? So that I can. One madam asked about how academic institute can able to manage the changes and how to adapt. Apart from the industry wise, we'll talk about. Then we'll come into academia separate. Any questions, please? So we talked about. Anyone can give some of what we had done in the first session, so that I can have a continuity on this. Anyone would like to give? कुछ तो डिस्कस किया रहेगा ना 1.5 घंटा तो या anyone?
We were discussing like how innovation was brought up from a small innovative thought. Why do we need to, like how Apple has gotten into iTunes, or how it has developed its systems, or how the innovation starts with a small idea. Why not we do this, or why not we actually build a brand instead of a commodity or some in that line of thought, man.
Very good. What else?
So we were talking about sustainability of a business,
right?
In an innovative way.
Okay. What else? Fabulous. Fabulous.
Yes,
What
other
else?
companies were focusing on the customers from bank, educational institute, and IT companies who used to buy in bulk. But in Apple case, they focuses on Zoho customer, which is actually a new word for me and very interesting word. This Zoho customers.
Yeah, single home office buyers.
Yes.
Okay. Single office or home buyers like that. Yeah. Then. And see, this company always try to create. Exactly, you tell me what is, we already discussed iPod, right? Intellectual portable over disk. What is iPad? iPad also same, right? It is a miniature of your laptop. But majority people use laptop for what? 90% people, if you see the Windows logo, you will find 4 doors. What are the 4 doors signifies? Do you know that? There are 4 colors in your window logo, right? Microsoft Window logo. There will be 4 windows. Why it is 4? Because they started with PowerPoint, Excel, Word, and Access. Even today, if you see your laptop, 90% people use maximum internet and email. Maximum people use Word file, followed by PowerPoint. The people who use Excel comparatively less, and I don't know how many people use any other publication more than this on the OS part. Correct? Now, when you use your laptop only for email, why do you require a laptop? That's why they came with the concept iPad. What is iPad? It is a miniature form of your laptop, but it will majorly suffice your email and internet. And if you watch music or songs, your iPad is much more comfortable, including playing games. See that if you see from bird's view, it might look like a 4 different product, but all products are similar. Only thing, the packaging design, the customization made differentiation. Apple is focusing always on that. But if you see all the world-class companies will have some unique characteristics. I thought now I will give another example. We have already done more with Apple, and now rest became history, right? Because of economies of scale, I'll try to bring 2 concepts. You may write it down. Economies of scale, which you already aware. Apple, high volume. They do it. That's why they could able to become more profitable. Economies of scale. What is economies of scope? You know scale. I told you, right? What is scope means? Any idea? Economies of scope. Anyone can make an attempt?
Sir, can you pardon the question, please?
Economies of scale, I explained. Everyone knows, right? If you do high volume, you will get advantage on pricing. There are many benefits. Parle-G biscuit, there are hundreds of examples. That is economies of scale. How Apple uses economies of scale. They are one of the largest buyer of memory card, even today, because they use memory card for their products. When they buy it in high volume, they get a good price. They get a maybe low price. They will have a good vendor control over the vendors. What is economies of scope?
Sir, it is probably using your, what we can say, whatever assets you have, you can use it for probably 2-3 products or something like that. That's the rough idea I have.
Who said this?
Sir, good evening.
Sir,
No, who said this answer? I could not see that,
Sir, I'm Dr. Nikita.
Right, ma'am. Thanks a lot. Good attempt.
Thank you, sir.
Right. Economies of scope, same memory card used in iPhone, iPad, iWatch.
Sir, instead of that, can we put it as in another way? Wide variety of the products manufactured by the company?
You can call it, but economies of scope, what happened when they buy the memory card, same card used in 5 different products.
Okay.
Sir, I have a few answers.
Yeah, who's that? Naupal Reddy.
No,
Yeah,
Dr.
yeah.
Sumati.
Okay, now Sumati ma'am. Yeah.
So,
But again, I'm telling you, if there is any
massive
option is
production.
given, I will recommend only these 12 people are more active in the class out of 184. So those people given a preference for double certificate or something. Rest of the people need to be omitted.
Sir, massive production volume, bulk
That
component.
is economies of scale.
Yeah.
That is economies of scale.
Yes, sir.
I talked about economies of scope.
Okay, economic of scope. Maybe lower per cost for manufacturing or maximization of profit.
That is the impact of economies of scale.
So may I?
Yeah, already given the answer, but still, yeah, okay, yeah.
So the processes are same. So cost savings are there to increase efficiency, but the products are different.
That's what I gave the example, right? They buy memory card, economies of scale. Largest buyer in the world even today is Apple. But memory card used in watches also, their iPad also, iPhone also, iWatch also, eyewear also. They're using multiple application, same product. And today what's happening? Today Apple became futuristic and they go product depth upgradation rather than 1,000 product. It is something like Apple created in the world, right? Everybody now following Apple model. Samsung, initially they have 1,000 models. You name any number, they have a mobile phone. Nokia failed because of that. Whereas Samsung and Nokia, how Apple differentiated, same mobile, they made it into 18 now. Probably if you take next year lecture somewhere, you will have a 19 model. Pro Max 19 or 20. Instead of having 20 different models, they have only one model. Within the model, they have 3 variations, but there will be a volume. That's it. Upgrading the existing rather than focusing multiple. So Apple became a remaining history and very focused, crystal clear business, purely depending on the business strategy on competition, on what innovation, design thinking, whatever the topic was given in the institute. Actually, that was not my intention to take today's lecture, but somehow I could able to manage the session based on that. I also remember now I love to give another example, which is my favorite example for another topic where I'm very happy. I have all age of clients. Kids are also attending. That's good. Don't throw him. At least I'm happy. At least somebody is coming and seeing me, with a smile. Out of 189. See, good. Let it be. Yeah. So now we'd like to talk about Any questions on Apple would like to ask? Oh, wow. This is what networking, I'm really happy that. See how cute girl she is. Amazing. Yeah. Now what we like to have another session now. This today now we'll try to discuss about the topic on any questions on Apple so that I jump into another case.
What made you to select Apple company, sir? There are many Desi companies are there. Okay, you would have taken. So what that unique quality you are thinking that Apple is having?
Whatever we discussed for last 90 minutes, that's all the unique qualities. Now I'm going to discuss Desi company also. Actually, sir, whenever I take lecture, this is not my first. Even if you take my session at IIM, I go to the class and choose the topic and I used to handle that. Neither no PowerPoint slide or something like it's only interaction based. So the comfort zone and the topic gives the confidence, nothing else. And Apple, I was a hater of the product, but today I became a lover of the product because the company has done genuinely something. That's why today the company in India, many 100-year-old company became bankrupt, sir. But this company having a limited product became a world-class company, futuristic company. Bankrupt to 350 or 380 billion, it's not easy, sir. India's big corporate with 125-year-old legacy.
Yeah, I do agree, but in the business there is no term called as sustainability actually. Okay, so before that Apple there was BlackBerry, and before that there was Motorola. Okay, now the time for Apple, so everyone is praising about that Apple, but we don't know about the next 10 years later.
I don't know exactly if I tell you, Shivakumar sir, between you and me, when Tim Cook took over the company, everybody said what will happen to future of Apple will die. That's what everybody predicted. Trust me. Go to the Google and search it out. They said the great leader who created, Apple, Steve Jobs, the company will now no leadership. The company will become bankrupt. There is a hole in the ship, which is in the mid of the water. That ship will sink. That is a statement made. But Tim Cook made it. This was I'm hearing for last 10 years. Only time has to give the answer, sir. If we meet after 10 years, whether Apple stay relevant or not, every company has a product life cycle. I agree with you. Why BlackBerry failed? Research in motion. That company also has certain advantage that every country, every product moving, shifting towards something. Still, BlackBerry tried to move with QWERTY keyboards with premium charge money, which everybody shifting towards Android. They could not able to grade themselves, but it had limited time. It has a legacy. I'm not denying it. I just
only one small correction. It is. Yeah, only one small correction. It is not about the Tim Cook. Actually, it is the second term of Steve Jobs, I guess.
Correct. No, Tim Cook also made terms, sir. Now today, because of Tim Cook, the company could able to turn around. Definitely, Steve Jobs is a successor, but there is a follower also good leader. That's why today Apple could able to create a store everywhere. People towards between online retail to quick service retail to quick format retail. Still, the conventional physical retail. Apple Store could able to start across the world, and people are waiting a day before to open the products. Sir, whenever that the Pro Max launching 18 model, you have seen the history how Indian market responded to that, right? We are a faculty, so we have to see the reality. Sentiments come second. How the product could able to create that vibe with limited SKUs. That's what our learning is all about. Now I'll give another Desi product which you said. Today we'll try to discuss. My case study is there in the Harvard, one of the bestseller. I thought I will discuss the same. Another company which made futuristic. Another company which made futuristic and stay relevant. And because of this company, the entire landscape in India, all the businesses changed. All businesses. Because of this company, our lifestyle changed. Our habitudes changed. Our media consumption is changed. Our financial habits.
Reliance Industries.
Absolutely. In fact, I was mentioning, right? I could have trained almost few thousand bankers in last 3 years. Few thousand. Entire banking today, completely changed the model. credit also goes to Reliance. The brand called Jio. He is not a first mover. His brother started first, Anil Ambani. Today, Anil Ambani became bankrupt. Whereas his elder brother came in the 2015, he came and disrupted it. He came with a technology called CDMA, Code Directive Multiple Access. 500 rupees monsoon Angama mobile. He already did something. Fabulously, he has done something. But somehow he is not commercially successful. When Mukesh Ambani started in 2015, the entire industry was laughing. Because he's not a first mover, he entered into the market where matured. There are regional players who are powerful. If you go to Chennai, Aircel. If you go to all over India, Airtel. If you go to Karnataka, BPL. If you go to Delhi, Telenor. Udinar. Then there is a brand called, many brands on the mobile. Virgin. Many operators. Then we have a BP, BSNL, MTNL, Dolphin, Garuda. Then there is a brand called Docomo, Tata's. Market is already matured with many players. When Mukesh Ambani entered, people really surprised. Why? Because that time market was already matured. That's what people built on voice, not on data. When Mukesh Ambani entered in the Jio, India was ranked in globally 128th as far as ranking is concerned. When he entered in India, 2015, if you have your Google, check your old mobile bill. On an average, people get 800 to 900 rupees if it is postpaid. Out of that, 70% goes on your voice, 30% on data. Because 1 GB was costing 300 rupees. 1 GB data was costing 300 rupees. And voice, we spend more. 500 rupees ka voice. How he completely disrupted that industry. Today, how much you pay per GB data price? Anyone? How much you pay?
Literally nothing, sir. Literally
Haji?
nothing. Yeah, literally nothing actually. We have to pay only the monthly subscription fees. That's all.
Today we pay on an average 5 rupees per GB data. 2.5 GB we get 250 rupees per month. That also include voice unlimited. We pay data per GB, lowest in the world. And today what's happening is, today India has become world #1 in data consumption. Today our lecture is happening, credit goes, one of the player is Jio. Now, we can't say no, Ambani chore, Adani chore. We are all academician. Let talk with, accept with decency and see the reality. Unknown people, laymen can talk. That is different. I am not here to promote anyone. I am talking about as an industry. If I ask you 180, 90 people now, second half is increased more. If I ask you the question, how many people have bank account? All the 190. If I ask you how many people been to your branch, physically to your branch last 1 month more than 2 times, nobody. Open challenge. Anybody been to your branch? Unless and if you're not working in branch. Today what's happening is, we completely shifted to online banking. Where is paperless? This is nothing to do with paperless. It is a branchless. This is nothing to do with nights up, nothing to do with paper. This is branchless. Today, nobody goes to the branch unless until if you have a KYC or online fraud or something like. Yogesh trying to make an attempt. Okay, you went to the branch 10 years ago. Oh, okay, wow. Today, what's happening it? Why you couldn't able to go to the branch? The reason is simple. Why? Because we have a technology. Your 15 inches mobile phone replacing 1200 square feet physical branch. Now you see the second topic what we are emerging now, how competition emerges to make a business sustainable in futuristic. I'll tell you the Geo example. Still, because my case study is there. If you go to Google and type Geo versus Facebook and put my name, you will come to know. Okay, not only many people never visited the branch. Navya Shri, Mahadev, nobody went to the branch because why you don't go to the branch? But you must be using banking products every day. You must be doing whatever online transaction you are getting SMS next second. The credit goes to Reliance. You may not be appreciating it because if the data, today we take online lecture, right? People from across India, 193 people are attending, sitting at your garden and kitchen and bedroom and dining room, and 90% disabling video and audio. Still the lecture happens, right? The 3 hours data consumption, have you ever thought before 2015 if the data is costing 300 rupees per GB? Do you attend online? Tell me genuinely. Still would you like to pay 300 rupees per GB? If you are today attending lecture, the GB will be costing 1 GB is 300 rupees. If you use 3 hours lecture means 3 GB, 900 rupees. You never thought of it. Nowhere in the world. I recently been to Dubai. You know how much 1 GB costing in Dubai? I'm in the other side of the Dubai, right? Bombay, Arabian Sea. Anyone has an idea? That's why if you go to Dubai, they use boating. They don't even today, they don't have a WhatsApp. What we pay in a year, in Dubai, people pay it in month. Can you believe? आपका पूरा साल का बिल आते हैं ना, दुबई में रहेगा तो 1 महीने में देना पड़ेगा. ऑन एन एवरेज में बोल रहा हूँ. Per GB in Dubai, data is costing 20 dirhams on an average. Different package and price. 20 dirham means almost 800 rupees. Is less. Sorry, I did a mistake. Maybe 1000 dirhams, or you can check it out 100 dirhams. 100 dirhams. Check it out on Google, you'll come to the real picture. Today, what's happening is your entire online buying pattern is changed. Forget about the academic institutes. People shifting towards retail. Quick service retail. 10 मिनट में Blinkit. आज का कितना लोग लेक्चर अटेंड कर रहे हैं 9 बजे के बाद, कितना जो घर के खाना बनाने वाले ब्लिंकिट से ऑर्डर करके खाने वाले लेक्चर होने के बाद देख लो. 10 मिनट में प्रोडक्ट डिलीवर्ड एट योर होम, राइट? The credit goes to, if there is no internet, do you get it in 10 minutes? Today people proudly says, sir, our OTT, we watch only Amazon, Flipkart. We only watch Netflix. If 1 GB is costing 300, we watch movie. To watch one movie, take 5-6 GB, sir. The credit goes to Reliance. Any idea?
Sorry for the counter argument, sir. I am so Priyan. Hello.
Yes, you are Priyan, sir. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. It is not about only that Reliance, sir. Actually, Reliance is nowhere involved in the pricing. Only the government is involved in the pricing. So government is offering at a very low cost. They are giving that bandwidth or that spectrum. So that is why the people are able to give. And moreover, why we are more talking about Reliance is that with big money, okay, 10 years back, that Reliance gave 1 year completely free data and voice. Because of that, whatever we mentioned in the earlier, that all Chota Mota companies, they close the business because they can't withstand without any income.
Shivakumar sir.
Yes.
I'm coming to the same point. The reason, no, I have to stretch a lecture till 9 o'clock, no.
Yeah.
Can I respond?
Okay.
See, I have to take a lecture
what I
till
meant to
9.
say is, it is only
conclusion.
because of the government policy, and we have more satellites. That is thanks to ISRO.
Can I respond on?
Sir,
Can I respond for that?
I'm happy you are arguing. It's always good. I really appreciate. We should have a discussion.
For competitive advantages, can I respond, sir?
Yes, please. I want this response to everyone because not necessarily I should be always right.
Yeah, for competitive advantage, Jio offered. So Jio's role is a big role for everyone reach internet facility. On my point of view, with cheap cost they provided. Because of that only, every people in India started to use that product.
Okay, I'll come to the other perspectives. All answers were right. Even Shivakumar sir answer also right. Shiv Prasad also. But I'll give you one statement against to this. The reason is simple. When spectrum charges were XYZ government policies, 2015, why the data was cost that much, sir?
Because of Raja.
No, sir. See, you may say multiple reasons, sir. The reality, Reliance business model, not only on this, sir, even petroleum. Even today, Reliance Retail Jio, I closely work with, that's what I'm telling you. They always work for high volume, low price, sir. That is the strategy Reliance. The way they do volume. If you ask me, I'll give layman example, you'll understand better. If anybody from Gujarat, you can ask them. He passionately started growing mango in Jamnagar. Just for, passionately for mango trees. He just planted. But today they are one of the world's largest exporter of mangoes. Even if they do passion, that become a world big, sir. The reason is they think that much. But that is not a context what I'm saying. I'd like to give a context. Airtel, everybody charged premium money to us. He entered late. When he entered late, I talk with numbers. I don't talk in gas. Otherwise, we are an academician. We can't talk in gas. We have to talk in numbers. But unfortunately, I can't circulate the case because my case study is costing $11. If I want to circulate 180 people, I can't do that. But you can read the case on your own source. It is there in the, if you have access in Harvard, you will get it free. For the academician, please use it. I mentioned it there. When he was entering, market was matured for many players. When he entered, he made first year voice data free. He got approval from government. He is going to test the technology. Because of that, what happened is customer acquisition cost became lowest in the industry. Less than 200 rupees, something like. Whereas industry used to spend 600 plus or 400 plus. He made lowest because he made 1 year free. That also every day 2 GB, 1 GB. In that, what happened? Today, Reliance has 50 crore connections. Before COVID, this company made an announcement. This company wanted to become a debt free. You know how COVID happened, how it is impacted. Post-COVID, this company diluted 15% stake and got more than 1 lakh crore. Facebook invested less than 10% stake, 9.9 for 45,000 crores. The Saudi company, Aramco, invested after 3 days, got 6,500 crores. Reliance. Like that, if you see Google invested, tell me now the reason. What made Jio to turn around that industry? Entire disrupted. Sir, why Vodafone failed? Anyone knows the reason? Don't say that Reliance killed everyone because Prasad sir said, Shiv Prasad sir said, after he came, everybody did. He never killed anyone, sir. Those people are died on their own. Vodafone, you know why it's called Vodafone? Anyone has an idea? You know why it's called Jio? Why it's called Jio? If I tell you, some madam will say, we learned something new today. What is the Reliance core business?
So Vodafone has a poor network coverage. They could not able to reach in the remote areas.
Sir, whether you like or not, India's finest Vodafone is one of the finest brand. Hutch became Orange, became Vodafone, became We. Airtel and Vodafone pan-India brand. Their call center, their proportion, their communication, Vodafone has a rich legacy than Airtel. Today, Vodafone became a bankrupt, almost dead. It's not dead. Still, they could not able to. You can see how many merger acquisition happened with Idea. Why this brand? Anyway, I'll come back to you. I don't want to divert the topic, sir. I was talking about why it's called Jio. What is Reliance core business?
Petroleum.
Reliance core business is oil. They have a Jamnagar, one of the biggest refineries. They don't explore oil. They refine oil. They buy oil from Saudis. Saudi Aramco is one of the major suppliers to them. They buy oil, refine and sells it. Reliance core business is oil. But today, what's happening with oil industry? Oil is getting a competition from EV, right? The entire world is shifting towards oil to alternate energies. Wind energy, solar energy, electric. But oil can't be replaced 100%. But oil may not grow the way it was grown. See the example, how Tata could able to launch EV vehicle, how every company is launching their EV, see the growth, MG, Hyundai, everyone in their brand portfolio, EV is growing, right or wrong? If EV is growing means petrol ka dhanda kam hoega. Anybody have any argument on this? Write it down, oil in your notebook. Everyone write oil in your notebook. And if you have a mirror, just to keep the word next to your mirror, oil, because the mirror impact of oil is Jio. Reliance core business is oil, but now they're shifting towards Jio. What is Jio? Is all about data. You write a word oil, keep a mirror. The future of oil is what? Jio. That's why the brand Jio. The company is really futuristic company. How innovative. They are not first mover. Entered the market, but how they disrupted with the product by having a great combination of pricing and distribution. Today, 50 crore customers. 50 crore customers. World largest data consumption in the world is Jio. That's why even futuristic company like Facebook invested in Jio. Why Facebook invested in Jio? Forget about Facebook. Even Saudi company invested in Jio. Why they have done? Because they realized today, if you see at end of the day, my request, you can watch your mobile phone. What is your screen time hour? At least you will have 7 to 8 hours. At least bare minimum you will have 5 hours without lecture also. And today what's happening in? Everything shifting towards data driven. Facebook, every second we watch. Every second minute we watch WhatsApp. Whether you are millennial or Gen Z or Alpha, Beta, Gamma, whatever you name. Even people 80s and 90s also active in mobile. This company, how they disrupted it. The buying habits, our lifestyle, by using the technology. They made it Jio by giving a futuristic product. Jio Money, Jio Entertainment. It's not a telecom company. Jio Smart City, Jio Phone, Jio Fiber. And this company could able to transform it a complete lifestyle. Not only this, because of that, what happened? No, Vodafone could not able to do well. Why Vodafone failed? Because Vodafone core business come through voice and data, whereas this guy comes and gives voice free, data also lowest. Company can't survive. BPL became below the poverty line. Idea, everybody exited. Good idea. There is no brand called Docomo. Dead. Don't say that Reliance killed all these brands, or they are all good because they could not able to manage the competition. If you want to sustainably to become stay relevant future, what you should do then? I think somebody's voice disturbing. Yeah. So what people ideally should do then? What is happening in today's business scenario? World-class companies became bankrupt. The companies whichever is coming in the name of technology innovation became world-class. All the paradigm shift which is happening in last 20 years. Change the industry scenario, right? 20 years before, do you know the company called Facebook or Google or everything by giving free? There are 189 people. If I ask you the question, how many people are not in Google? Out of 189, I wonder all 189. Without Google, I don't think not even 3-4 people. Are they charging money? Without charging by giving free, how this company could able to sustain? Anyone, please? Another great company. Shiv Prasad sir. I think sir is gone for dinner. 8:30 बज गए ना डिनर के लिए जाना पड़ता है.
No, sir. Listening.
Okay.
No, sir. I'm listening only. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
You
not
are from
Shiva
where?
Prasad. I am Shiva
Bangalore or
Priyan, sir.
Chennai?
I am from Bangalore, sir. I'm working as an associate professor in electrical engineering.
Okay. So you are engineering professor.
Yes, sir. I'm engineer. Yeah.
Which college you work for?
I'm working for Sir M. Visvesvaraya Institute of Technology, sir.
Okay.
Sir MV80 we will call.
Jairam Sir's trust?
No, sir. It's not Jairam.
Okay. Anyway.
It's something like a Rajesh Trust, yeah.
Okay. So what would be your answer for this? By giving free, these companies become world class. How do they sustain them? Today, Jio also give product to the house, right?
Yes,
Jio
sir.
delivers in 10 minutes.
Actually, they will be tracking the data, sir. Now, data is the next oil. Usually, people will call data is the next oil. Okay, how oil ruled the world for last 50 years, like that in future, data only going to rule. Now, if you take the credit company and all, okay, they are giving for some rewards for the payment. Actually, they are tracking our spending pattern. So data, because of the data, they are giving free.
Any other logical, fantastic, that is right. Any other? How these companies could able to make money out of it? There are many examples I can quote. That's what Schumpeter theory of innovation talks about. There is a Schumpeter economist. Okay. Any other? How this company will sustain, sir?
Sir, it's not just
It's like
one
product
service they are
using the
actually
product.
providing. I'm Lakshmi Rupa, sir.
Yes, madam. Yes.
Sir, this is these companies are just not sustaining or surviving on just one service they are providing. They are into various product sector as well as service sector. So that is the reason maybe they are globalized.
Okay. Hello.
Sir, my point here will be.
No, 1 second. Priya ma'am, your voice got disconnected for a minute.
I'm
Yeah.
Lakshmi Rupa. You wanted to.
Yeah, somehow your voice got disconnected.
Sorry, sir. I was saying that the companies are not the globalized companies. They're not just surviving on one particular service. Actually, they are providing. They're into various products and services as well. So that is how they are sustaining.
Okay. So it could be example for Google. Now I'll give another example. Indian company, Oyo Rooms. It's called Oraj International. What is their business model could be? Or even you can take example of, which you can able to easily connect, right? Rapido, Ola, Uber, aggregators, right? How do their model works? How do they sustain? But if you see their model, every business has its own revenue model, revenue stream. But it is not same what you have seen 20 years before. Probably, I will give you one sec. I'll give you example. You can able to understand what I'm talking about. So that you will understand. Earlier.
Hello.
Hello. Earlier. How our buying habits happens in our home. 99% buying is the responsibility of housewife or mother. Males never be a part of that. Correct? Even today also, if you see, most of the male doesn't do that. And if you see how housewife buys, there'll be a kirana shop, oil shop, masala shop. They buy 5 different products for 5 different places because of price, quality, various parameter. Then modern trade retail came. When I say modern trade retail means Big Bazaar, D-Mart, and people flooded to the store like anything. Why people flooded to the store? Because of any idea why we go to these places? D-Mart, why we go? D-Mart, Big Bazaar, and
Sir,
all.
we get all the products at a reasonable price.
There is a one belief. There is a one perception. It could be possible also. We may not get every product, but comparatively we get more product. If you go to, you may not get everything. Yeah, sometimes we get most of the product, everything under one roof. That is again, there is another belief. That's okay. Pricing, definitely you'll get advantage, lower price and offers, promotion, discount. What else? This is called modern trade retail, right? MTR.
Visibility of the products.
Obviously, correct. That also good thought. Because if you go to Kirana shop, you may not get visibility, everything kept in a cluttered manner. But if you go to retail stores, all products are kept wonderful display. It's a good point. I really appreciate. What else?
It is the idea of linking.
More choices are there.
It is the idea of linking of the products. You go and you say, for example, you buy a bread packet, then you think, why not I buy cheese, and then why not milk, and then we go on linking the products, and naturally the sale goes high, and we don't understand how we are shopping exponentially high.
Wonderfully said. Who said? Ankita?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Shopping. When you do initial days, it's a buying. Now you do shopping. What is shopping? You tempted to buy the product which is not there in your shopping list or buying list. You buy potato chips, Lay's लेगा तो कुरकुरे लेगा, कुरकुरे तो पेप्सी लेगा. All 3 things लेगा तो शाम को जाके कुछ पिकल भी लेगा. There's also some association, no? करी पत्ता लेगा तो धनिया भी लेते हैं, धनिया लेते तो मिर्ची भी लेते हैं, मिर्ची लेते तो जिंजर भी लेते हैं. Like that, there are some signs behind. People tempted to buy many products which is not there in the shopping cart. Because middle class goes to the retail outlet for fun, entertainment, cost advantage, and collaborative effort. Today, shopping is the responsibility of males also. That's why you'll see males manage the trolley, females and all buying a product. They'll have to manage if they have a kids. Plus, why we like products are qualities comparatively better. Good shopping ambience. It is not kept in the shabby. अभी भी देखो local market में बाजी किधर रखते हैं. When you go to modern trade retail, air conditioned. To buy that vegetable, we take our 4-wheeler or 2-wheeler. You get a parking, you get air conditioned, computerized billing. There are many points, right? Normal middle class goes on every first weekends. They spend 2 hours means fun, entertainment, family responsibility. करने के बाद dinner करके बाहर आएगा. Everything we have done between early 2000, maybe late 2005 to 2015. Correct? Then what happened? Amazon, Flipkart and all came. And entire people started buying all electronic gadgets. I'm talking about the paradigm shift. Hope you can understand what I'm talking. I'm talking about how industry moves, where the innovation comes, how industry structure changes. If we don't adapt the change, where you stand as a company. If you don't adapt the change based on the market trend with the innovation and the sustainability, you may not be sustainable. I'm coming to that topic. Then what happened? People started buying everything through Amazon, Flipkart. Why? Because products are cheaper. You don't need to go to the shopping. Why? When they sell the product in online, why they become cheaper? How they can offer cheaper price? Even modern trade retail also give cheaper price, right? Because they bargained it directly from the buyer. They buy it in bulk so that they can give it in loose quantity. That's why Big Bazaar DMart offers bigger price. I mean, bigger discount, lower the price. When you compare with local kirana shops. How Amazon and Flipkart gives lower price than DMart and Big Bazaar. Today, most of the mobile brands are launched only in online, even today. Full page ad comes in newspaper. They sell entire mobile in just 3 hours. And you get the MRP 20,000, you get for 8-10,000, right? How they can able to sell throwaway price?
Maybe they are reducing the high human resource cost or labor cost.
Okay, very good. What else?
Hello.
Yeah.
Once they bring in the volume.
Volume. Okay, very good.
So
High
the packaging
volume.
cost. High volume, yes.
Okay, what else?
Different types of companies, like packaging is done by one company. These courier is done.
Okay, very good. What else?
Done by.
What would be the major thing do you think online retailer could able to give? I want to know the value proposition. Every business has a model. How this model gives that bandwidth to give low price? How they could able to make sustainable? That's why, when Flipkart has done the deal, Walmart pays premium price to them, bigger than the volume price. That's what same thing happened with today with the Lenskart also, right? In the IPO. What made Lenskart to get more money? More or less similar answer, right? Because the business became boundaryless. Nobody said this. What is meant by boundaryless?
Yeah, it becomes global anywhere you can buy.
Can you
If
repeat
you
the
have a
question?
big store, I know many people are coming from Bangalore. Even if you have a world-class offer discount, Rammurthy Nagar mein DMart is there. But people sitting at Vidyaranapura, do you think people will go to Rammurthy Nagar to buy? Irrespective of offer and discounts. Same thing applicable go to Pune, every city, right? Because whatever the price you give discount on offer, people won't commute more than 3 to 5 kilometers. It has some limitation. Bangalore traffic में पर 1 किलोमीटर ट्रैवल करते 2 घंटा लगे तो कौन आएगा? Same thing for Mumbai. DMart, which is there in Mulund, may not the same which is happening in Coppercane or New Bombay or somewhere in Borivali. It has some limitation, geographical limitation, restrictions. People won't commute and come. Even though you have a world-class product, world-class discount. But in online, you don't have any boundary. You can send it. You may not have a physical store. Probably you will have a store, dark store, right? Dark store means somewhere in B1D only warehouse and godown outside the city in Bangalore. But the product will reach to your home. What are the other advantage? If you have a store in Rammurthy Nagar, square feet is 10,000 rupees. If you have a 1 lakh square feet means every month you have to pay rental charges of 500 to 800 rupees. Per month you have to pay 30-40 lakhs. But still the store has a limitation how many customers they can able to address because of the size of the store. If you have an online store, do you have the rental expense? Almost your rent became almost like zero, right? Probably not zero, probably you'll have a 3 to 5%. Online store का पास rent देने का जरूरत है क्या? Store ही नहीं है. Physical inventory भी नहीं है. Physical store में माल रखना पड़ता है. Online store में सिर्फ photo scan करके डालना पड़ता है. Product will reach from warehouse to your house. Any cost? Do you give car parking? Parking is a liability. पार्किंग दो फिर बाद में सिक्योरिटी रखो कैमरा रखो कंप्यूटराइज बिलिंग रखो 20 रुपया चार्ज करो लोग बोलते हैं अरे यार पार्किंग के लिए पैसा लेते हैं क्या व्हाट इज द ओवर एंड अबव parking is a liability even if you have a physical store parking you have to give in online store not required if you have a physical store there will be air condition charges, electricity charges. In online store, no electricity, no AC. There will be AC, electricity for the comparatively for dispatch and all, but may not be right. So what will happen? All the cost cutting will be transferred to customers. Now, online retailer getting competition from Zepto, Blinkit, Big Basket. Because of the no Amazon, Jio, Flipkart also doing 10 minutes delivery. What is it called? Not open market.
Quick commerce. Quick commerce.
रोगिणी मैडम बोला ना क्विक कॉमर्स अभी 10 मिनट में माल चाहिए. Now even monetary retailers are getting affecting. Online retailer also getting affecting. Now how do you want to stay relevant in this business? The company could not able to change. They're all failed. I can give Subiksha, Big Basket, many of the stores of RPG, Aditya Birla More, Subiksha became Big Shah, More no more, BPL became below the poverty line. You can name all the big brands are struggling, including Walmart. How do you want to stay relevant? The company could able to adapt the agile in nature. Today, the companies, if they don't change, we are not in the same business era what we are in early 2000s, sir. Today, competition, please write it down, happening at unequal power. It's not same power. Big Basket is competing today to DMart. What is Big Basket? What is DMart? That's why Big Basket were taken over by Tatas. That is a quick service retail. No physical store. Because today customer want every product to be delivered at their home. Customer preference, choice of customers were changing. Now customer has now more number of choices. How do you make stay relevant? If you want to stay, today's business are agile in nature. Business agility. Today business are VUCA world. What is VUCA world?
It's volatile, complex, volatile, uncertain, complex, and abstract. I think ambiguity.
Very good. Now I'll give another two jargon. What is tuna?
Sorry?
Don't say it's a fish. Tuna.
Tuna. Okay.
What is Bani? Bani. Pani nahi, Bani. B-A-N-I. ये सब अभी in my strategy book I explained it. Aji? Dr. Rogini?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you are trying to say something.
No, actually, sir, I'm asking the meaning of this tuna and Bani.
You don't need to ask me. Ask Google. Ask ChatGPT.
Okay.
You ask, no. I'm coming to your topic. You know, what was your question you asked Rogini ma'am before the break?
Yeah, it's about what kind of disruption strategies we should adopt in academic institutions or educational institutions.
Yeah, now you see, everything is available in ChatGPT. ChatGPT could able to acquire a customer in 5 days, which Zoom did in 6 months, which was done by Netflix in 6 years. That means what Netflix did in 6 years, Zoom did it in just 5 days, ChatGPT did it in 3 days. The amount of the speed, the amount of scalability, the amount of adaptability, the amount of acceptability reduced to just 3 days. Now it is happening in that much in the industry. Why not it will happen in academia? Today, if you go to the classroom, if teachers don't know this one, students knows much more than that, because students not knows because of their option, because that availability, choice to them. ChatGPT. When we are a faculty, we never had opportunity of ChatGPT, right? Generative pre-trained transformer. That is what GPT is all about. ChatGPT. Today, students has access. So, what will be the future of academia? Business schools. Already foreign B schools are coming. Business schools are coming into adaptability AI model. Today, B schools are coming with hybrid education, online plus offline. Harvard, last year I was invited in Harvard. I stayed there for 15 days. Today, Harvard is also coming with online education. If it come online education, that cost became 1/3. One recorded lecture will be repetitive. Today, 182 people are, whether they like or not, they are attending a lecture, attending from different cities. What is the cost to the company? Almost, if we do physical lecture, my traveling cost, 60 people more than that, we won't accept the students in the classroom. Today, 180. Volume, high volume, low price. No physical classroom, no air conditioning, no tea, coffee expenses, no electricity expenses from the institute, right? People are accepting it. So what do you think the future of education, ma'am?
Yes, sir, true.
Adopting
the technology is okay, but the topic which we are talking about is design thinking and creativity. Then what about it? When we are using the ChatGPT, then what? There will be a question of.
Who said it has to be done in the classroom physical? Who said bank means 2 cash counter, 1 ATM, 1 manager, 1 accountant? It was right 20 years before. Today it is not relevant. Customers are not going to come at all. Your 300 square feet branch is sufficient. You don't require a manager and accountant. One fellow MBA will have sufficient, along with 1 AI, 1 robot, or 1 voice recognized software or hardware supported by any robots. It's going to happen. You will come to know. Who said that academic campus with 100 acre, with 100 faculty, with 200 classroom? This become a liability. Who knows? Today you call asset, tomorrow you become liability, right? Yesterday, whatever you call asset, today's become liability. Today, whatever you call liability, tomorrow it became asset. Who knows?
But
Every
outcome
business
gets
concepts were
affected.
changing, right? Every concepts were changing. And today, young generation people are accepting it, right? 20 साल पहले आप सोचा है क्या? Rigged
Sir,
jeans.
but the outcome gets affected.
Who said outcome
mean,
is affected? How do you measure that?
Outcome.
Do you mean to say
Outcome
that
is
online
getting.
education is quality is pathetic?
No, you
Or,
are
or,
taking
or
it as an extreme point. I'm saying outcome is affected from the point of view of the learner. When it is physical, see, we are teachers, and giving attention to each and every one was possible with a limit size, and I mean the scope was limited. Therefore, individual attention as a teacher we were able to give. Now also online, you are trying to pay attention to all the 180 students. However, all 180 students are not interested to be a part of the discussion. That's the irony. And hence the outcome gets affected. That's what my point is. It is learner specific from the point of view of learner. If there is a zeal in the child, definitely he has multiple options, and the options will guide accordingly.
I'm with you,
With the
Ankita.
Yeah,
I am with you. I really appreciate.
thank you.
I am with you. This is what
Yeah.
happened in online education. But end of the day, what is the outcome? We have done MTP and the people got certificate. When they go outside, they will also get certificate, everything, right? End of the day,
Yeah,
what
that's
counts? How many
quantitative.
people
Yeah.
completed? Tomorrow
No,
MBAs,
no,
even
then-
hybrid education, online, 200 MBAs will come out.
So we are actually, it's like the businesses that
And
we are
end of the
talking.
day, how do you
Yeah.
measure when you get everybody got a first class certificate? Everybody, and industry will choose. We are the providers. Every
Yeah.
business model,
No,
what
but
will happen?
it's not our objective, sir. It's not our objective. Being conducting an FDP certification is not the objective. The knowledge is the ultimate purpose of it. That is going
Absolutely. You know what we'll do? We are the provider. We will be the decider. Industries.
Industry.
So what will
That's
happen?
what my point is. Yes.
Exactly. What will happen when there is a physical store of retail? There is a visual merchandiser, category manager, merchandise manager, cash counter. There is an electrician, store manager. Today, all the jobs are wiped out. It is there only in DMart or Big Bazaar. Today, if delivery, if there is a Zepto, if there is a Blinkit, do you think all these guys will be there? Very limited. Most of the 80% people will be delivery boys. Now what will happen? Delivery boys, they don't require MBAs. They don't require not even graduates. So now what will happen? Conventional jobs will vanish. New jobs will emerge. Now industry will change challenging. Now we are moving towards gig economy. This is what the challenge is all about. It's already started now.
Yes,
Now
sir.
you come to know exactly. मैं बोलेगा तो आपका अच्छा नहीं लगेगा. आप खुद बोलेगा तो मजा आएगा. That is the beauty of learning.
Sir, I
Now
would
you
like
come
to
know.
add.
Who's
Yes,
this?
I'm audible. I'm Dhananjay.
Yes, Dhananjay sir, you are audible.
Yes. I am a very big beneficiary of OpenCourseware by MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology.
Boston.
Kind of. Hello.
Yeah, Boston, MIT.
Yeah, MIT and Sloan School. So that benefited me a lot when it comes to updating myself on some or the other concept or any courseware.
Fantastic.
that is available on there. I have been availing that benefit for last 20 years. That is one of my most useful resource when it comes to academics. And as you said, the open education. So just because I haven't applied for any kind of certification, even MIT do deliver if you complete certain assignments and programs online, they also do give certificates. So, but though I haven't applied or haven't acquired any, but there's a benefit. And that's the thing that you were talking about, online education.
See, I said nothing is wrong in the world. We have a multiple option. We have a hybrid. We have a physical campus, purely online, part-time, executive. These are all emerging because all 5 fingers are not same. There are some customers. There is a market. People buy Mini Cooper, small car for 40 lakhs. There is a market for WagonR, 6 lakhs. Doesn't mean that 6 lakh means poor vehicle. 40 lakh means great. In fact, 40 lakh must be selling more than less than WagonR. Market is for everyone. End of the day, survival of fittest. And the company is also same. This one word fit for all. Survival of fittest. Even in teaching. Only fit faculty will survive. Only survival of interest, good institute will survive. Whether it's a private or government or IIT or IIM or private B schools. Students are choosy. Students know where to come. Competition, that's what makes business to make it futuristic.
Only the definition of fitness will keep on changing.
Survival of fittest.
Yes.
Yeah, but the definition of fittest is going on changing because there are paradigm shifts and those are happening quite frequently now.
Ankita ma'am, exactly that's what I gave the example. If you see, I gave that exactly the same retail example. The great people became because market is moving so fast.
It's
average shelf life less than 20 years.
Yeah.
You have to stay relevant. If you don't change your adaptability, you won't able to survive.
Correct. Yeah.
That is the purpose.
That's the purpose.
So good. Any other question? I'm happy all good things comes to an end. I really appreciate this session. You made very interactive. Somehow we have a very good participant size, 170, 180 and all. I really appreciate that institute could able to pull the people from almost pan-India level. Most of them are South India. I shared my LinkedIn profile. So connect me in LinkedIn and happy to, if you have any doubts. I just got 3 hours. I am already, throat has gone. Mumbai climate is changing. So I really enjoyed your discussion. Everybody is faculty. So I made it more interactive as much possible. Obviously the credit goes to, it's difficult to name all the people, but you know, everyone, you name it because there are limited number of participants. I'm very happy to see young participants also in the crowd. You could show your kids and, you know, I could see 3 or 4 people show their family. Wow. Last session उसके लिए फोटो होते हैं क्या? सब लोग अभी फोटो वीडियो दिखा रहे, फेस दिखा रहे, पहले दिखाते भी नहीं है फेस. So good to see you. Any questions before when you like to close it?
Any participants, any of the questions, please ask.
It's not a question, but I would like to add a bit.
Yes, Dhananjay sir.
Yes, when it comes to Coca-Cola as a business, so it is the business, the core competence is the supply chain. And when it comes to DMart or Walmart, it's all supply chain network and the core competence. If you do not have it, you won't be able to sustain. So most of the e-commerce business, their core competence has to be supply chain network, logistics and supply chain. So
not necessary, sir, that every company has to identify themselves. What is their strength? Not necessary. Coca-Cola strength would be different. In fact, IT strategy, my book on Competitive Advantage is one of the largest selling book in India, adapted in 5-6 IIMs. So that is a different topic altogether. Now, competitive advantage, some companies taking sustainability as a competitive advantage.
Yes.
Not necessarily supply chain. McDonald's core business is property. ITC core business is logistics supply chain.
Yes.
So every company should identify themselves. So that's a good topic can be discussed in the near future.
Yes.
But that is, yeah, as we said, that's a thing. Any other questions, please?
Any questions? If you had questions, otherwise I'll go for the vote of thanks. Any question? I hope there is no question. So, respected Dr. Srinivasan Iyengar sir, on behalf of Sai Balaji International Institute of Management Sciences and the entire organizing committee of AICTE Atal Faculty Development Program, I extend our heartfelt gratitude for delivering such an insightful, inspiring, and intellectually enriching session today. Your valuable insights, supported by your extensive research contributions, corporate consultations, patents, and your remarkable mentorship of doctoral scholars, have been given participants a new perspective to think beyond conventional boundaries. The practical frameworks, real-world examples, and strategic approaches shared by you today will undoubtedly help our faculty members enhance their academic, research, and institutional practices. Sir, your ability to connect academic theory with the practical industrial application has been truly inspiring. We are grateful for the clarity, wisdom, and motivation you brought to this session. We also express our sincere appreciation for accepting our invitation and for your gracious participation in our e-felicitation. It is an honor for us to celebrate your contributions even in a virtual manner. Finally, sir, I thank all participants, faculty members, and organizers for the involvement and support. Thank you once again, Dr. Srinivas Iyengar sir, for making this session memorable, meaningful, and deeply impactful. We look forward to the opportunity of welcoming you again in the future, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thanks a lot, sir. And I really appreciate all the